Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Charles Tulip and today we are playing Planet Zoo. So we are in the Myers Rainforest Conservation Project. We're back here and working on earning the Silver Star first. We need to have at least 8 habitat species in the zoo, and right now we only have 4. So let's click play here and let's look at the animal trading. So I have aardvarks, pangolins, and saltwater crocodiles here that we can add to the zoo, but we need to find one more species to add here. So I'm seeing elephants, buffalo, and we already have the tapir in the zoo. I would really like to add a Bengal tiger actually. So let's just search for Bengal tiger here. It looks like there's only one, so let's adopt her. Okay, so those are going to be the 4 species that we're going to add here. So aardvark, Bengal tiger, Chinese pangolin, and saltwater crocodile. And then I guess we can start planning out where these species should go in the zoo. So we have the snow leopards right here. And actually, I'm noticing that their fence here is really broken down. So maybe we need another mechanic. We have 4 mechanics already. Well, let's get a 5th one. So I kind of think the Bengal tigers could go in this other exhibit that we have closed off here. Um, the pangolins don't need very much space, so they could maybe go in this area under the gondola. I was thinking it would be kind of cool to actually put the crocodiles back here. There's sort of a little pond back here. I don't know if this is going to be enough water for them, but we could try that. And then I guess we have the aardvark. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking maybe aardvarks here, pangolins right here, and we'll kind of fill up this space a little bit. Okay, so let's start by actually building some habitat walls. Um, okay, I guess I'll start on this side, and let's actually make those curved sections. Okay, this is this is already looking so wobbly. I'm just gonna try that again. And yeah, I'm gonna redo a couple pieces right there. Okay, that's a little better. Let's actually go from this side. Okay, I think this is gonna be a good size for the aardvarks. And then we can curve it around like that. And just connect these pieces along the back here. Okay, so let's add our habitat gate. We'll just put that right there, I think. And then let's see how big this actually is. So this is 10,900 square feet. And oh, if we look at the aardvarks, for 2 of them, they only need 4,100 square feet. So Yeah, so I think this will be a good size for them. And then let's actually open that up again. Their barrier needs to be 1.65 feet tall. So we can adjust that. And that looks like it's actually as short as we can make it. And I kind of just want to adjust this in the back so it looks a little more evenly sloped right there. Okay, so we can name this habitat aardvarks, aardvarks, right? And um, let's send those aardvarks to quarantine. Okay, the quarantine's over here. And then we can start building our habitat for the pangolins as well. One of our snow leopards is about to die of old age. Oh, let's turn on curve sections. Okay. Here we go. I don't think I really want it to be underneath the gondola so much, so I'm just gonna curve it around right here. Okay, and I'm gonna pause real quick because we're getting a couple notifications popping up. There's a really steep part in the train right here. Um, so I'm just trying to avoid that. Yeah. Okay, that will work. And then we can curve it around the front here. Okay, that looks great. Okay, so let's get our habitat gate in here. And I might actually move where I put the aardvark's habitat gate. I think I want that to be, well, let's get rid of this one. There we go. I think I want that to be over here. And that way we can have sort of a little keeper hut under the gondola here, and that will be convenient for these two habitats here. Okay, so this habitat here is 7,000 square feet. And let's look at the pangolins. They need um 1,900 square feet. Okay. Oh, but for 2,000. Okay. So that's actually huge for the pangolins. And then their fence needs to be over 2 meters. Okay. I wonder if they can climb. Yeah, it actually does say climb proof. So this is 6.56 feet. So that should be over 2 meters. I might just replace this with the door instead of the gate there. And maybe I can get it to snap in right into the same spot. It doesn't look like it. Okay, so let's just get rid of the path right there. And while we're at it, we can get rid of this path. Okay. Okay. Okay, nice. So let's also name this pangolins. And then we'll check our notifications. So we finished the vet research. for the tapir. Um, okay. We've researched 2 levels for them, so oh, but we've actually researched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels for the snow leopard and 3 for the okapi as well. So let's keep researching the tapir there. And then one of our okapi has low welfare. Um, okay, the okapi is feeling stressed. So we could change these windows here to be one-way glass. Where is that? Window? Oh, we haven't researched the one-way glass. Okay. Um, hmm. Okay, so I guess in order to do that, we're gonna need a workshop. So that would be under facilities, staff facilities, and then let's look for the workshop. Okay, maybe we can fit this in right here. I'm not sure if it's gonna connect to the path though. Yeah, because this path is a little bit elevated here. Um, okay, I don't think this is gonna work. Yeah. Huh. Okay, so let's move this. I guess we could put the workshop over here. Um, maybe if we fit it in right here and we can move this, the keeper hut back a little bit. Okay, that way we have a workshop. Okay, and then we'll go into the mechanic research here, and I think we need to research this, the habitats? Maybe not. Um, barriers. One-way glass. Okay, so we have to research 5 levels before we get one-way glass. Okay, so we'll start researching that now. And in the meanwhile, what I want to do over here is place the do not disturb signs. So that's also in facilities, I think. Um, in security. Yeah, here we go. Okay, do not disturb. We'll put one there and we'll put one over here as well. Just that they're 2 viewing areas. And that should help the copies a little bit. Okay, our snow leopard died. That's so sad. His name was Otis. Okay. Um, so let's see. We just have a girl snow leopard in here with her 2 babies. And then in our trade center we have a girl. Let's see if we can get one on the market, but it might be too expensive. And they're not even available. Okay. Right. So we should also send the pangolins to quarantine. And it looks like our first aardvark just passed quarantine. Okay, so we can move our two aardvark over to their habitat, and let's just rename this again. And then I think I want to put the windows over here. I can't tell if that looks silly or not because the fence is so short. Um, I'll leave it like that because the guests can look over a fence this height anyway, so. And I do want to fix the terrain right here. Um, where we had that path that we deleted. And then let's also put some windows for the pangolin. So we can put a couple, maybe 3 windows right there. And we could put them down on this side too. Okay. Oh, one of our pangolins had a disease. Okay, well, I guess it's good we have a quarantine for them. I also, I did play around a little more with building the tracked rides in this game. And I realized I was having trouble with this last time, but I realized that if I click on the station here, I can actually change how long these gondolas stay at the station. And I might actually turn on this feature, don't block the station, because they're all really getting piled up at this one station here. So yeah, that's just something I was trying to figure out how to do last time. Um, that I figured out by playing one of my other games. Both of the pangolins have a disease. That is so odd. Okay, but our aardvarks are here. So let's work on their terrain first. And it looks like they need more grass and less soil. Okay, so we'll just paint some grass in here. And then we'll get some of the short grass as well. Okay, it looks like we need a little more long grass. And then maybe we can clean up the edges here a little bit. Or maybe I'm making it worse. Okay. Okay, so that's good for their terrain. Now let's, um, you know what, this looks a little bit like I just want it to be blended a little bit more. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now let's go into the habitat category and I'm going to pause here again. We'll filter this by aardvark. So first their food and water. We'll get the food bowl. Um, the water fountain. And then they need a shelter. So I'm going to put that over here. And then some enrichment items. So it looks like they can have a cardboard box. Um, we'll get one of these. Uh, the ice ball and a couple sprinklers. Let's do that. Okay. And it looks like our penguins pass quarantine. Let's just finish setting up the aardvark's habitat. Um, so right, we need some plants. Okay. So let's filter this. I don't know why I never knew this before, but if you just click on the where it says Africa here and the tropical, it automatically filters the plants down here. So I've been playing this game for a while and I never knew that. But that's pretty handy. Okay, so let's get some of these water banana plants, I think. And we'll make sure we have random rotation on. Okay, they really don't want that many plants in here, so maybe we could get one nice sized tree. Um, yeah, and then maybe, let's see, a couple of those. You know what? I'm thinking maybe just one of those. Well, I kind of like how it looks. If it's too much, we'll get rid of it. Okay, we can get a few of these bushes in here. And that was too much. Okay. Oh, okay. I just saw a notification over here. The snow leopards are fighting. So let's definitely move these two to the trade center. And all the snow leopards that we have here are going to be inbreeding. So I really wish we could find another snow leopard on the market, but I don't think they're available. What we can do though is we can release them to the wild. That would give us 304 conservation credits for that one. So let's release that one. And maybe we could actually get another Bengal tiger. Ooh, yes, we have just enough. Okay. Okay, great. Um, okay, I think we're done with the aardvark's habitat. I just want to put up the donation bins and the signs. Um, I'm totally forgetting where these are. Okay, right. Here we go. Okay, so let's get a sign right there and maybe one over here. And then we'll put speakers under them. And we'll change these for the aardvarks. Okay. And then let's see if we can find a donation bin over here. And we'll just duplicate that. I guess we don't need two right across from each other like that. Um, and I actually want that one to be right there. Okay. Okay, nice. So, looking at the gondola now, there is a huge line of people waiting at this station, which is so funny because there was never anyone over here before. Um, but I did find in my other game that by turning on this don't block station, that it tended not to let people on to the ride ever. So that could be a problem here. Um, let's see how the other station is doing. There's only one gondola over here, and there's quite a big line as well. Yeah, so if we just watch this here for a second, these people just got off the gondola, and I think it's gonna leave here without letting anyone on. So I don't know why this option does that. We could turn it off and we could instead decrease the max waiting time. So let's maybe put that at 90 seconds. Okay, let's see how that does after a little while. Okay, so let's work on the pangolin's habitat next. And it looks like we might need another staff room. And then I also want to see how big this habitat is. So this is a 19,700 square feet. And let's look up the Bengal tigers. They need 7,500 square feet. But I would like to give them some water too. Um, but we could probably, well, let's see. We still have saltwater crocodiles and Bengal tigers. Yeah, I think I would like to give the tigers this nice big habitat here. So let's get ready to move them to quarantine as well. And let's see, I don't think the pangolins have arrived yet. In the meantime, let's put a couple benches up here. So I think that would be good to have um maybe 3 benches right there. And we could have some on this side or maybe not. Yeah, it won't let me put them there. So let's just get them over there then. Okay. I'm seeing some trash on the ground too, so we should probably think about trash cans. And then I didn't put any benches back here. So let's get some benches back here too. I'm actually seeing a lot of trash. Okay. Our vet research is done. Okay. Yeah, do I have any trash cans in this zoo? Oh, right. I was using these ones. So we'll just duplicate that. And I'm gonna put some up here by the gondola. And then maybe down here, we can put one over there and over here. Okay, it looks like our Bengal tiger's past quarantine. Let's also get some trash cans right there. And I'm not seeing as much trash in this area, but we could definitely probably use the trash cans. So, and then let's also just make sure we have a couple down here. Okay, and then I'm gonna duplicate this green bin and put that next to the blue bin everywhere. Okay. I actually think we should maybe get some right here too. Okay, we'll put one there. One over here, right there. And then I think I put one up here. So, okay. And we'll get one more blue bin. Where did I put that last one? Oh, yeah, right here. Okay. And the pangolins are here now. So let's work on their habitat. Starting with the terrain, they're gonna need some more grass. And yeah, I just want to make this a little bit smaller. They're gonna need some more grass and they actually need less sand. Okay. So I'm gonna put the grass right there. And that is actually all the grass they need. So, um, maybe I'll make this more of like a little circle right there. And let's just blend out the edges a little bit. And we could actually put a little bit of rock texture on the steeper parts here. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so let's go into habitat now and we'll filter for the Chinese pangolin. Okay, so first their food bowl. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna move that. We need to put that down here where it's more flat, I think. And the water pipe. Okay, that's good. And then they need this an bleh, animal burrow. Okay, that looks great right there. Um, a cardboard box. This okay, their habitat is really uneven actually. So I don't know if this is gonna fit in here. Maybe maybe we can kind of smooth out the terrain right there. Okay, we can a little bit. Um, let's pull this part up if we can. No, it's not letting me do that. Okay. Oh, right, because I put the burrow right there. So maybe we move this to right there. It's still There's this one spot here that it won't raise up for some reason. So that's a little odd. Okay. What else can we put in here? We'll put this rubbing pad, um, the ice ball, and we'll get a sprinkler in here as well. Okay, I think that's good for enrichment for them. And then let's look at um their plants. Okay, so they do want a lot of plants. Um, we're going for the tropical Asian plants here. Okay, let's see. I really like this tamarind tree because it has the pretty orange flowers on it. So I definitely want to put that in here. And we could get a bigger tree in here. And this one is kind of huge. Maybe if we go with this size, that's actually a little better. Okay, I like how that looks. Um, rainbow eucalyptus tree. I would think a eucalyptus tree would be an Australian tree. Let's put some of these bushes in here. And I'm actually going to turn on align to surface, maybe. Um, okay. And then let's see. This tree is absolutely huge. Yeah, I don't know if they need that. I do like this elephant ear plant. So we could get a few of those in there. And then I really like these pink flowers too. Okay. Um, yeah, let's get this fern. Maybe the smaller one. Okay, we're at 71% for their plants. Um, let's see. Have we used the palm trees? Yeah, okay, so we did put these palm trees down here. Um, and it looks like in the Okapi's exhibit too. So maybe we'll get a couple palm trees. And yeah, maybe right there. And then maybe we want a taller one somewhere over here. Okay. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's also get some signs up for them, and then we will work on the Bengal Tigers exhibit next. Okay, so I'm gonna put one sign right here and another one up here. And then we'll get the speakers for those. Actually, that speaker is probably going to be in the way of that one. So I'll put that one over here and then maybe one down here. Okay, and we'll just change these to the pangolin. Okay. Okay, awesome. Okay, so let's move our Bengal tigers in. Oh, only one Bengal tiger passed quarantine. The other one has a disease. But we can pick out where the windows should go down here. So I'm thinking maybe not that many windows, maybe just right there. And then we could also have a couple windows up here. Okay, and just checking how the gondola is doing. There's still a big line here, but at least now I know the people are getting on the gondola. Okay, it looks like, excuse me. It looks like our other tiger passed quarantine. So let's move them in. And I actually want to put a couple more benches down here. And maybe two right there. Yeah. Okay, and we still have to find a spot to put the crocodiles. So let's just look at the Zoopedia for them and see how much space they need. So we're gonna have two. Okay, so it looks like they only need 2,800 square feet of land, but they need 3,300 square feet of water. Okay. So the other spot I was kind of thinking of putting the crocodiles is right here. The only problem is I don't know if that's going to be actually enough land or water for them. This, well, this water area is actually plenty. So I just don't know if that will be enough land there. But I do kind of like the idea of putting them back here. We just have to find some way to get a path over here. Um, we could probably build it off of this path, maybe. Terrain is too uneven for placement. Okay, so that might not work. Um, we could try building another staircase somewhere. The only problem with that, it was kind of a pain building this staircase. I actually had to really lower the terrain under the stairs to even get that one in. Okay, but let's take a look at our tigers here. They're so pretty. Wow, look at him. Oh, this is our girl. Okay. So I just saw a notification. Many guests think tickets are underpriced. So let's raise the price a little bit. I think we could go up to 18 and 14 there. Our guests seem really unhappy. Um, that could be a problem. But let's look at the terrain for the tigers. So they need more short grass. They need less sand. Okay. So let's start putting grass right here. And maybe we'll get some grass up here too. Okay, that was actually too much short grass, so we'll replace some of this with the long grass up here. Okay, and they still have too much sand. I do want to put more grass in. So let's go in with the long grass down here as well. And maybe a little bit over here. Okay, and then I want to do the same thing here where I put the rock texture on this steep part. Yeah, I think that looks good. And just a little bit under these rocks. Okay, and then the last thing is that they actually need more soil. So that's perfect because I was just about to go in with the soil and blend this out a little bit. Okay, and that actually looks great for them. Okay, and I did say that I was going to put a pond in here for them. So let's do that right now. Okay, that is probably a little too deep. Um, yeah, maybe right about there. Okay, I think that's a good size. So let's smooth out the edges. Okay, and then we can um, fill that with water. That looks great. And let's just check their terrain again. Okay, so we're still in the green for their terrain. Great. Okay, so next we're going to be looking at a shelter for them. I scrolled too far. There we go. Bengal tiger. Okay, so let's get their food and water up here. Let's go with the large food tray and the water pipe. And then I'm just trying to decide where I want to put their shelter. So I think we'll go with this one. And maybe we could just stick it right here. Okay. Let's get some leaves in here. Okay. And then we could also put one of these on the pond. I'm not sure if I want to do that. Um, ooh, we could put a little climbing frame in here for them. Yeah, so we're gonna have to build our own. Um, let's put up a couple of these logs. And then let's see if we can actually fit one of these bridges in here. Okay. And maybe this platform. Something like that. And then I want this part to go right here. Yeah. And we'll get one of these over here. And maybe on this one too. And then maybe this smaller platform. And we'll put, okay, that's not quite where I wanted that one. Oh, it just clicked right to the top of the pole there. Okay. Um, I do like having these climbing objects researched. They're a little bit hard to build, at least for me. Um, okay, I want to see if this fits right here. Okay. And maybe we put another of these platforms up here. Okay, and then I'm just gonna put some of these like Y-shaped sticks in here too. And maybe we'll get, I don't know, it doesn't look right to me. I want there to be more platforms and stuff. Yeah, so maybe, okay, that's actually pretty good. Okay, yeah. And then what else can we get for enrichment for them? We can get the fire hose ball. We can get the frozen blood pumpkin. The sprinklers. Okay, that, um, I'm actually gonna put them right there and right there. Let's get the zebra. One of these. The scratching post. Yeah. Okay. And then I think the last thing I want is this scratching tree. So maybe we'll get a couple of those. Okay, and then let's finally put the plants in. Okay, so we're going for the tropical Asian plants again. Let's start with these water hyacinths. Um, I'm gonna choose a line to surface so that they kind of fit on the slope here. And then go in with the small water hyacinths. Okay, that looks good. I should probably check if these tigers can escape. Um, yeah, okay. So there's what is that? Jumpable escape point. So it looks like maybe this piece is too close to the wall there. So let's try that again. Okay, that looks good. Okay, back to the plants. I want these tree ferns. Yeah. And I'm going to turn align to surface off. Okay, that was actually a lot of tree ferns. Okay, the tamarind tree. Yeah, let's put one of those right there and another one up there. And we'll go with these bushes again. Okay, what else do I want in here? Um, maybe a mangrove tree? Yeah. And the elephant ear plant. And we'll get some of these pink flowers. I love the Bengal tigers. They're probably my favorite animal in this game. Okay. Coconut palm. I think we'll go with the other type of palm tree. A coastal mangrove. Okay, I guess we can get one of those. Oh, let's put these on the water here. Uh these are the blue lotus plant. Yeah, not too many. And then some of these ferns. Oh, thank you for the follow rehabs. How are you doing today? And lastly, I want these African palm trees. Maybe the taller one too. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I like how that looks. Okay, let's find one of our tigers. And yeah, okay, so they're in a good range for their plant coverage there. Okay, that looks great. Um, oh, we finally finished the mechanic research. Okay, that took a while. Okay. So lastly, we'll put some speakers and some donation bins out here. So this time I'm going to choose align to surface and turn off the random rotation. That way we can put these signs up here. Okay. And then we'll get the speakers. And change these to say Bengal Tiger. Okay. Okay, right. And then donation bins. So let's get one down here and one up here. Okay, that looks good. Okay. Yeah, I really like how this zoo is coming out. Um, so the last thing we have to do to earn the silver star is to find a place for the saltwater crocodiles. And I'm actually looking at this spot over here, maybe? Because we do have a path going this way. So this might actually be a good spot to put them. Okay, so let's build a barrier here. And okay, this is gonna drop right off there. Hold on. Yeah, so the terrain is actually really steep right here. So um, I'm just gonna start on the other side and figure out what to do in a second. Okay. Um, yeah, maybe if we curve this a little tighter, or actually, we could put this like that. And then, yeah, maybe go down this way a little bit. Oh, I was gonna put a keeper hut next to those habitats we just built. I totally spaced on that. Okay. Um, it just looks a little odd to me because the path is up there, but maybe we actually just delete a little bit of the path and go back into the paint and we can kind of fill in this area where the path is no longer. Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to be a good spot for them. Um, okay. Habitat cleanliness is a disease risk. Okay. So let's see. We actually have a keeper hut right there. I'm just going to duplicate that one and I am going to put one under the gondola over here. And let's just change this to the green staff path, just like that. Okay. So now we need a door over here, I guess. Yeah, maybe I'll put it out on this side actually. Okay, that's pretty good. And then let's see how big this is. Okay, yeah, that's plenty of space for our crocodiles. Let's name this habitat crocodiles. And then we'll put a couple windows in. So there won't be very much space to see the crocodiles from the path, but you will be able to see them from the gondola for sure. So that's pretty cool, I guess. Okay, we finished a vet research. So let's actually start researching the aardvarks here. And I'm going to take a quick break. I will be right back to finish this crocodile habitat. And of course, our snow leopard just escaped. So we'll deal with that in a second. I'll be right back, guys. Hi guys, I'm back. So rehab says that's a good spot. I think it is a good spot for the crocodiles here. Um, because actually we if we look at ahead at the gold um star here, we do need to adopt and place a giant panda in this zoo as well. So we're gonna have to fit one more habitat in somewhere. Um, let's see why the snow leopard escaped all of a sudden. Okay. It looks like the snow leopard actually escaped into the Bengal tiger's habitat. So let's just do that. And yeah, maybe we'll check once the snow leopard gets back in here, we'll check where its escapable point was. But in the meantime, let's send our crocodiles to quarantine. And okay, let's see. It's taking a while to move the snow leopard here. If we look at the crocodiles, they only need 3.3 feet for their barrier. So let's lower this and we'll put it right about there. Okay. Maybe maybe it wouldn't be so bad to have the path up this way. Let's see. I think this is 20 feet here. That way you almost get kind of like an overlook to the crocodile's habitat. And okay, I actually like this idea. We could put a true overlook here. Um, if I can make the path do what I want it to do. Okay. See, that's a little bigger than I wanted it to be. Um, let's see. We could try to do it this way. Yeah, so it would be more something like this. Okay, I actually think that works. That makes kind of a cool spot to look at the crocodile's habitat. So they just passed quarantine, so let's move them in. And maybe our snow leopard is back in its exhibit now. They need water. Yes, the crocodiles do need water. I think we definitely have enough space to give them a nice big pond. Okay, so it looks like there's a jumpable escape point right here. So maybe we just need to raise the barrier up a little bit. Let's try that. Okay, it still says it's jumpable there. Um, oh, awesome. Okay, so we just got the silver star. Cheap viewers on something. That's from Gabriel F. Dev. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you're trying to say there. Okay, and we got a Bard's Tapir silver statue. That's cool. I'm not sure how tall this barrier is going to need to be right here. What are they even jumping off of? This looks so tall. Maybe it's this tree right here. So, yeah. I'm kind of thinking maybe the snow leopard is actually jumping onto this tree. So I'm going to try moving this tree a little bit. Let's turn that setting off. So we could put the tree more this way. And now let's see. Okay, there's still a jumpable escape point. And okay, great. Now we have protesters in the zoo because I'm not taking care of the crocodiles. Okay. Um, okay, I'm just gonna pause the game until we figure out the snow leopard situation. I'm really not sure why they have that jumpable escape point when they didn't before. So it's not the tree. Um, okay, let's just try raising up this whole barrier section. We can put it up to 20 feet. It still says they can jump out. Um, this is really confusing me. I don't usually have this much trouble with the habitats. I have had a lot of animal escapes, but that was my fault for not checking. Okay. I didn't mean to move that like that. Well, let's just make it 27 feet tall. Okay, finally they cannot jump out. Wow. This looks so strange, but I guess that's how tall it has to be. We could probably lower that one down a little bit. Okay. No ATMs. The habitat cleanliness is a disease risk. Disease animal discovered. Animal welfare has attracted protesters. And we have a reward animal, a giant panda. Um, okay, so let's go focus on the crocodiles here. So let's see. They need about 3,000 square feet of water here. So let's make a pond for them. And yeah, I'm kind of just thinking this whole back part of the enclosure should be their pond. Yeah, maybe I think that's a good size. Okay, so let's fill that with water. Oh, okay, I don't want it to do that. It's like leaking out and touching the fence here. So maybe if we just fill it up to there, let's see how much space that gives them. Okay, that actually gave them zero space, so they must not be able to get into there. Um, okay, so let's try that again. Let's, yeah, maybe that's not gonna work. I just wanted to pull this part up a little bit so that we have more of a barrier for the water here. And then let's try filling it up again. Okay, so let's see if that gives them any space. Let's check their heat map. Okay, they can only walk on the land part right there. So this doesn't seem that steep. Like it seems like they should be able to get in there, but we'll just remove the water here and maybe try to create more of a slope on this side. Okay, that didn't work. Um, yeah, I think the water needs to be a little bit higher. Okay, this looks a little strange, but I think it will work. If we just raise up this side over here, we should be able to get the water up to that level. Okay. And now let's check their heat map. Okay, that is just barely enough water for them. Okay. Um, right. And then I just wanted to check both of these crocodiles since they're different sizes. She actually has less navigable swimming area than the male. I wonder why that is. Okay. So maybe we do need to make this pond a little bit bigger for them. So let's remove the water one more time. And we'll just bring it this way. Okay, let's smooth that out. Okay, and then now see, I think they're not going to be able to get into that again. Yeah, okay. Um, so we almost need to build like a little bit of a ramp for them here. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. If we just smooth this out, I think this will give them sort of like a ramp to get into the water here. So let's try that. Okay, so that is enough water for her. He still cannot get into the pond here. And there are protesters because I cannot get this to work. Let's keep on with this idea and I'll just make this ramp a little bit wider. Okay, let's check that again. Okay, and she has less swimming area again. That makes no sense to me. It's actually better off how we had it originally. It is kind of hard to put a pond into a sloped habitat, and this habitat has a pretty steep slope in it. But I always have trouble in this situation with them not being able to get into the water and whatnot. I'm gonna undo that. I just wish I could put it up to this level. I don't know why it's obstructed. Maybe we do need to make this part a little taller over here, actually. Okay, and let's see if we can smooth that out. Yeah, probably not while the water's in here. Um, let's just try to smooth this here. Okay, okay, this should be the last time checking here. Yeah, that worked. Okay, and that works for him. Okay, great. So they have enough water now. Okay, finally. Let's work on their terrain for this habitat. Right, we're going to the paint. So they need less soil and they need more rock. They could have more grass as well. So I think I'm gonna paint some rock around their pond here. And that's actually too much rock. So let's blend that some of that out with soil. Okay, that works. And then I do want to put a little bit of grass in here for them. Just maybe something like that. Okay. Okay, they're still gonna need a shelter in here, aren't they? Um, at least the protesters should be leaving now because their welfare is a lot higher. So, oh, enough shelter is available to cover all the animals. Okay, good. So they don't need a shelter. I was just wondering how I was about to fit that in here too, but luckily we don't have to. Um, okay, so this is the saltwater crocodile, right? There we go. So let's make sure they have food in here. And they should be able to drink the water that they have. We could put one of these platforms in here for them. And then we'll get the frozen blood pumpkin. We'll get the, why is it so hot right there? That's odd. Um, we'll get the sprinkler. Maybe two sprinklers. Actually, that one kind of deformed the terrain a little bit. We'll get this thing. And then the underwater fish feeder. It's hot because of toxic waste underground. That's from Mrs. No Doubtfire. Okay. I thought I got rid of those toxic barrels, but maybe you're right. Maybe it is still part of this map. Okay, and then finally we can put some plants in here. Okay, so let's see what kind of plants we can get. I want these water hyacinths. Maybe the small one around the edges over here. Okay. And then let's get a couple of these tree ferns. Okay. Both the crocodiles just got moved. Um, okay, great. Now he has no space again. So let's look at the heat map here, see what the problem is. Yeah, that's a big problem. Maybe if we get rid of this sprinkler. He can't even get to his food dish here. I think these plants are going to be in the way. Okay, so maybe we won't put the tree ferns in here. Let's make sure they both still have enough space. Her swimming area went down again. But it's really close to what it should be. So, okay. Um, yeah, I just don't want to put too many plants in here because it is going to affect where they can walk and stuff. And I thought this was a nice size habitat for them, but it's turning out to be a little bit small. Let's get a palm tree over here. And maybe one right there. And then I think these bushes, they can walk over these. Okay. Okay, so he still has enough space there. And let's just make sure she has enough space too. Okay. I think that's okay. The zoo has no ATMs. Okay, well, let's get some ATMs. We can put a couple ATMs over here in the little food court area. Okay, we'll get two right there. Okay. Right. So that is the silver star all done. Um, for gold, we need to earn a yearly profit of $15,000, receive a zoo inspection with an overall star rating of 3, and adopt and place one giant panda. Okay. So I think I'm actually going to leave that for um the next time we play this. I'm pretty happy with the work we did today. I think the zoo is looking great so far. I really like having all these tropical rainforest animals in this quarry. It's really an interesting look for this zoo. And I was thinking about putting the crocodiles back here, but maybe this would be a better place for the giant panda. So we'll work on that next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.